Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Natalie Blanco, and this video is about creating this very backdrop. I am so proud of myself. You have no idea, but I mean, look at it. Look how amazing it looks. It looks so good. You cannot tell me otherwise. I don't care, because it looks amazing to me. But anyways, if you want to see how it turns out, just keep on watching for the tutorial. Alright, so I'm at this home decor store and I'm trying to come up with I'm trying to look for stuff for my backdrop, and I have a vision. I want pink curtains with twinkly lights and flowers dripping down the sides and leaves, not just flowers, but leaves too. I've never filmed in a store, so I'm kind of paranoid slightly, but there are all these really pretty flowers here, and none of them are exactly what I want. They're so gorgeous. So I really like these ones. I was thinking I could use them on the sides. They're very long, so I like them, but I put them on the sides and maybe cut a couple down the middle. They're $13 a piece. I'm trying to make this as economical as possible. I also want some hanging plants like those. I want more green with these leaves. I really love these. I kind of want to see a few of them hanging down the sides as well. So I have a bad habit of not getting carts when I go to stores, and I came in here and I was like, oh, I'm just buying a couple things. I don't think I'm gonna need a cart. But look at me now, wishing I had got a cart. That's crazy. So far I've grabbed 4 of these little plants. There's 4 here total, and they're $5 each. That's coming to $20 already. And then I have 2 of these flower strings and they're $13 each. So I'm up at $46 right now. It's getting a little bit expensive and I want it to be cheaper, but I'm still trying to figure it out. So I saw these hanging flowers and they're absolutely gorgeous. I would want more of them. I love how they look in this cluster, but 1 is too big for the space that I have, and 2, that's gonna be really expensive. So I think combined with these, I think I can make something pretty full and pretty nice. Maybe I grab 1 or 2 of them. We'll see how that looks. So I found these pink curtains, but that's more pink than I want it to be. It's a little too pink, so I'm just gonna buy them and see if I can find something that I like more at Walmart, and then if I do, I'm just gonna return these ones. So I bought the flowers, and right now I'm in Walmart and I'm looking for zip ties because those flowers are heavy and they need to be attached somehow with all the stems. Achoo! Excuse me. I'm looking for zip ties and I'm kind of lost because I have no idea where to find them. And I also came looking for different pink curtains and I didn't find any, so I think I'm just gonna have to order them online because those other pink curtains were just way too pink and not my vibe. I'm already gonna order the lights on Amazon, so might as well just order the curtains on Amazon too. Also, my total came to $150 at home, and kind of a dying inside because I was definitely not expecting to pay that much. But I'll let you know if I find the zip ties and I'll be back. Y'all, this really nice man came from the garden section to tell me where it was. I walked down every aisle and I did not walk down this one. This is the one aisle I didn't walk down. These ones are cute. They're pretty cool, but I don't need these. I also don't need too many, so I think I'm gonna go with these 8-inch 20 count white ones. Yeah. I found these Christmas lights on Amazon. They're the curtain lights and they're all fluttery and whatnot, and they have a remote, so that way I can control if they twinkle or whatever pattern I want them to go at. So, and they're only $13, and these are what I'm gonna go with. I'm also looking at some curtains because I really wasn't feeling the ones that I bought today. I really like this shade of pink, but those are $13, and I actually like these ones a lot too, the ones right next to them, but they're a little bit more expensive, and they do come in sooner, but I'm not trying to spend a whole lot of money. The other ones were only 10 bucks, so I do like these ones as well, but they're also on the pricier side, more than I'm willing to spend. I don't see any other ones that I really like. Ooh, those are pretty, but I don't know if that's the vibe that I'm going for. I think I just want something plain and simple, because the rest is going to be very loud, if you will. So I think I'm just going to order these ones that I originally clicked on. Yep, and then I got the 84 inches, so that's 7 feet tall. That's about as tall as I want it. Taller than me, and that should be tall enough for the backdrop. Alright, so this is what I'm working with. I'm planning on finding some way. Ew, the floor is so squeaky. Finding some way to drape the curtains up here and then hang the curtain light down behind the curtain. So it's gonna go this backdrop, then lights, then curtains, and then I'm gonna take the flowers with these ones and I'm gonna try to make them drape over this way. I'm gonna layer them so it's really full. And actually, I was gifted these little lights. They're so cute. I'm going to try to hang them from one end to the other. That way I have something kind of in the middle, because I know the flowers aren't gonna reach the middle from both ends, and if I'm filming from far away, you probably won't get to see the whole picture. So I've laid out all the supplies that I got, including the flowers. So the tools that I need are these scissors. I don't know what they're called. They're kind of like scissors. They look like mini hedge trimming scissors. Flower trimming scissors? I don't know. And then I'm going to be using these white zip ties, the 8-inch ones. You saw me get them in the vlog. And now I'm just separating the flowers because I got an even amount of both, and I'm splitting them between each side of the backdrop. So here I'm pretty much rambling about how I want the flowers to look and how I want them to be placed and how I just want them to sit overall. This is really a preference thing, so this is how I wanted it to look. I wanted it to look full and drapey, kind of like vineyard style a little bit, but if that's not what you want, go ahead and place them however you like them to look, but this is how I wanted them to look. So at this point, I was really liking how I had placed all of the flowers and the plants, so I decided to zip tie them just to hold the shape for now. I zip tied them at the base away from the rest of the flowers to try to keep it as minimally visible as possible. So I cut this vine in half because it was like 5 feet long and I didn't want it to touch the floor. I also didn't have many big flowers in the bouquet that I had made, so I figured this would be a good way to have it more big flowers present throughout the whole thing. So obviously the stems were super long and I found it really hard to work with, so pretty early on I decided to cut at least the excess length off. I cut them to the shortest stem that was previously there, as you can see in this clip. So if you decide to do this project yourself, I found it kind of difficult to cut it off because the wire underneath was really thick. So what I ended up doing was I tried to cut around the plastic as much as I could. Just cut that up so that it was out of the way, and I tried to get through to the metal a little bit, but as long as I got the plastic out of the way, afterwards I began to just bend the whole wire back and forth on itself, and it eventually snapped, and that's how I was able to cut it off. You'll be able to see in this clip right here. So it's really important to add zip ties as support, because when you have it laid down flat on the ground or on a table and you have it looking the way you want it to, you lift it up, gravity takes over, and some of the heavier stems will fall and it doesn't look the way that you wanted it to. So that's where you'll add the zip ties to keep the stems held up where you want them to be. So I'm taping up the curtain fairy lights that I had bought, and I'm using tape, like I just said, to hold them up because it was easy and I don't know how else to keep them up. But the length of the curtain lights was a lot longer than the backdrop itself, so I took it to the edge and then I wrapped it back around. So it was kind of double layered, which made it more glittery, which I didn't mind at all. So as you can see, when I folded it over, it didn't reach all the way to the end, but I'm not too worried about it. I really don't care that much. I'm just tired. It's like when you're straightening your hair and after a while your arm's getting tired. That's what it feels like. And I did it. I was doing a bunch of push-ups yesterday, so my shoulders hurt extra. So now I'm just gonna unravel these and have them lay down all pretty, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so I'm really digging how they look so far. Now I just have to plug it up and see if it turns on and see if it works and see how it looks. Ooh. That looks so cool. Okay. That's not exactly the vibe that I was going for, but it looks really cool. Let me see the other remotes that they have. Okay, so you're about to watch me struggle where the lights has a little button, and I thought that's how you control the different flickering options that they have. This was before I discovered that there's a remote. When I bought the set, I knew there was a remote. Somewhere in between, I forgot. I really just gonna forget about that. Flashy, woo. Looks like stars. This is the one I like. Okay, I'm really happy with this. This is a vibe, I'm not gonna lie. This is a vibe to the high key. Okay, so it's been a couple days and the lights fell. So I need to go back and hang those up again. But I got my curtains, and these are the ones that I got from Amazon. They came in the mail, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too crazy about them. Like, this wasn't really what I was envisioning. They're a lot more sheer than I had originally thought. Like, you can barely see that. I don't know, we'll see. These are the original ones I got at home, so. So this is what it looks like outside of the packaging. And it's just the one panel. Oh God, okay. How did I not realize that?
So I found these pink curtains, but it's more pink than I want it to be. It's a little.
So this is definitely not gonna work. This was $8 for one panel. And I got this one, $10 for the both. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the other one, even though, yeah, this is still too pink. So that one's definitely getting returned. I'm gonna go and rehang these and I'll be right back. All right, so I have these, I think they're alligator clips, clamps, clips, somethings, and I have that one up there. So these are what I'm gonna use to hang these curtains up. So there's two panels, and I'm just gonna do one on each side, obviously, and then I'm gonna use one clip to hang them up, both up in the middle. And obviously they're really ugly, but it's gonna be out of view of the camera, so I won't really have to worry about seeing them. As you can see, my original plan was to use the alligator clips to hold the curtains up. But once I folded the curtains over, I discovered that the eyelets are heavy enough to hold the curtain in place. However, I did end up using the alligator clips in a few spots just to secure it because I didn't want the eyelets to weigh the curtain down on the wrong side. Ooh, it looks so pretty. Okay. Now I just need to add the flowers and that'll be the final look. Oh wait, no. Flowers and then these lights as the final touch. And then I'll be done. Oof, it's been a long time coming. Even though for you, it's only been like 10-15 minutes, but for me, it's been a while. So I'm trying to figure out where exactly I want the flowers to hang, whether I want them closer into the middle so you can see more of the flowers while you're looking at my face, or if I want them to really just be a background object and I want them closer to the edge. So I'm just trying to map that out, and I'm just placing and replacing them using the clips at the top for support to keep the flowers lifted where I want them to be, so on and so forth. Alright, how does this look? Okay. Oh, it looks so cute! I hope I'm in focus. It looks so cute! Okay. Let me adjust the camera even more so that you're definitely not getting the sides. Y'all, this looks so good. It looks so good. Okay. I did something. I did this. I'm using you guys back out so I can add these lights. I ended up not including the lights because the wire that was holding them together was black and I didn't really like that. And we'll finish the video. Alright, so this is the absolute final result. And I am so happy with how it came out. It looks amazing. It is exactly how I envisioned. Except for the fact that I would add a couple more flowers, but I think it looks so good. I cannot believe how amazing it turned out. Like, it looks so good. Like, I'm so happy with how it turned out. Like, I cannot this never happens. Like, every single thing that I plan never goes according to plan. I don't know why that happens, but you know, this looks awesome. And if you decide to recreate it, definitely tag me on Instagram. I'll leave right here and in the description box down below. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely subscribe and hit that bell button because that definitely helps me out a lot. You know, I'm trying to grow out here. This is only my second video on YouTube, so show your girl some love, show your girl some support, because that would be very helpful. Other than that, besitos for now. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.